Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 23rd of September. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Senex Energy, Pinnacle Investments, Macquarie Group, Caltex and TPG. So if you have a request, send it through. Make sure you're getting the free newsletter every Thursday, but if you'd like the best ideas, you need to get the Dynamic Investor Report that comes out on Tuesday. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave a review. Our core business is in portfolio management, so if you'd like to have a broking account with us and have me advise you personally, then please let me know. And all the advice here, of course, is general only. So looking at Senex over the last sort of year and a half, we could see that it's it's been trending nicely. Unlike the other energy stocks, it's actually been heading higher over the course of this year. So nice performance there. In terms of the recent decline here, we could see that it did hold this low. So we've still got a stock that's making the higher highs and the higher lows. So it pulled back, held onto the low, and then we've seen a fairly strong rally here on good volume. So what I'd expect now is a consolidation just under this previous peak near 360. So if we can get a bit of a flat consolidation, that would be a positive sign, and then it'd just be a case of waiting for the breakout. Okay, Pinnacle Investments, so another one that's been trending really well over the course of the year. So basically, nice sort of uptrend here. Now we've got this sort of flat consolidation, which is a bullish sign. So usually when you see a move up, a stock can either sort of pull back to consolidate or head sideways. So in this case, we've had an instance where it's just gone sideways, which is good. It looks like it's trying to get going again, but once again, just keep an eye on the prior peak. I think a break of that obviously tells us it's ready to rally again. Otherwise, if it sort of fails here or breaks and fails and comes back into the range, I think there's strong support at 16. So ultimately, I think if it breaks 16, it's looking negative, and obviously if it breaks this high, that's looking positive. Okay, Macquarie Group, so, trending for a while, of course. We could see it sort of leveling out here, and then it started to really get going again in July, August, so a really nice rally here. But interesting price action since then. So what we've seen is a strong move and a gap up on good news, but it wasn't able to follow through. So basically sold down after the gap up. Then it tried to rally for a few days, but we could see it's put in a lower high and then it's fallen back again. So yeah, at the moment it looks like, I think there's a strong chance that we've sort of seen the high for now in Macquarie, and it's going to consolidate. So again, at best it consolidates sideways for a while, or as we know, because Macquarie can follow the market, if the general market does want to continue pulling back, we can see Macquarie back at these sorts of levels again. So, so for the moment, upside I think is limited in Macquarie. Okay, Caltex. So yeah, very impressive run since the start of the year. It's been quite incredible. So we've seen sort of $1 to $5. It was fairly sustainable along the way. So I'm looking at sort of these massive moves here, and then flat consolidation, gets going, consolidates sideways. So nice and steady, nice and sustainable. Obviously, it started to become a bit overextended here. It sort of rallied strongly, and then we've had this massive move up. So, whether this is a blow off top or not, it's hard to know. We could just see a flag formation form. So once again, it may well just consolidate here before it gets going. So at the moment, it's looking okay, because it seems to, this little pullback here, during this pullback here, it seems to be bouncing off the lows. So we may well just see a a little flag formation and then get going again. Okay, and TPG, so declining share price until May this year, and then it's been steadily recovering. Now we can see that there was a gap here in March, so basically we'd see it sort of come up to that gap and rejected off it. So it's found some resistance here. However, it is sort of holding in here the last few days. So if it can hold in under a resistance line like this, then that would be a positive. I think ultimately, $7 is the main number I'd be looking for. So if it can punch through $7, that would be a big positive for the stock, and it should just continue to trend higher. However, as we could see, there's a number of sort of major resistance levels, so it'll probably be slow going, but I think $7 will be the trigger for a sort of steady rally higher. All right, well, that's all for this week. As always, if you have a request, send it through and I'll try to cover it next Thursday for you.